Let the sum of two positive numbers be 24. If the probability that the product is not less than 3/4 of their greatest possible product is m by n, where again m and n, these two are co-prime numbers. So we have to find the value of n minus m. Now, first here we'll count that how many elements are there in sample space, and then we'll try to calculate the favorable cases. It is given that sum of two positive numbers is 24. So let us say those two numbers are x and y. So x plus y, this must be 24, and it is given that x and y, these two are positive integers. So the different cases will be, I mean, if I have to find two positive integer and we need to make their sum 24. So one possibility is that first number is 1, second number is 23. Another possibility is first number is 2, second number is 22. And in this manner, the last possibility will be that first number is 23 and the second one is 1. So clearly you can see that number of elements in sample space or number of ways of finding two positive integers whose sum is 24, this will be 23, right? Now we have to count number of favorable cases, and this one is the interesting part of this problem. We have to find number of favorable cases, and favorable case means that product of those two numbers is not less than 3/4 of, not less than means either greater than or equal to 3 by 4 of their greatest possible product, right? Now we know that if we have two positive numbers and their sum is constant, then their product is maximum when the two numbers are equal. For example, there are different ways in which you can create 24 here. So one possibility, 1 into 3, right? 1 and 23. If you multiply these two numbers, you'll get 23. When you multiply these two numbers, you'll get 22 into 2, 44. So in this manner, the product will be maximum if you make the two numbers equal. That means maximum value of x into y, right? Total 23 cases we are getting, and out of these 24 cases you will get maximum x into y when x is 12 and y is 12, right? Clearly you can see that if I take x12 y12, then the product will be 144. If you take x13, y11, the product will be 143. If you take x14 and y10, the product will be 140, and so on. So the product is maximum when you make the two numbers equal, right? Now here it is given that the favorable cases are those cases where the product of these two numbers, that means x into y, this is not less than, that means greater than or equal to 3/4 of their greatest possible product. Greatest possible product is 144. So that means x into y, this must be greater than equal to 36 into 3. So that will be 108. So now we have to count that out of these 23 cases, total we are getting 23 different cases. So out of these 23 cases, how many cases are there where x into y, this is either 108 or greater than 108. Those are the favorable cases, right? So here, if we count the different possibility, we can start with x12 y12, because here you will get the maximum product, and then we'll keep on increasing one number by one and we'll decrease the second number by one, so that we can maintain the sum of 24. So next we can take 11 and 13. Product of these two numbers 143, and clearly it is more than 108. And remember, from here you will get two different cases, 11 13, 13 11. Next possibility will be 10 14. 10 into 14, 140, that is certainly greater than 108. Next again you'll get two cases from here, 10 14, and by interchanging those two, 14 and 10. Similarly, next one will be 9 and 15. 9 into 15 is 135, which is more than 108. Next one will be 8 into 16. Next possibility will be 7 into 17, right? 7 into 17 will be 119, which is greater than 108. Just decrease one number by one and increase the second number by one, and see how many cases we are getting. Next possibility will be 6 and 18. 6 into 18, 108. Here it should be either greater than or equal to, not less than means uh, either more than or equal to that number. So 6 and then 18, this will be 108. If you take 5 and 19, Then 19 into 5 will be 95, and then the product will become smaller than this number. So these are all the favorable cases. Right now, first case 12, 12, that will give you only one case, but in remaining all cases, you are going to get two different cases. So here you can see that 3 plus another 3, 6 into 2, because we can interchange those two. So 12 and plus 1, this case 12 and 12. So these are the 13 favorable cases, right? These are the 13 cases where some of the two numbers will be 24 and their product will be either greater than or equal to 108, right? So here this probability m by n, this will be number of favorable cases, which is 13 divided by total number of cases 23. We have to find n minus m, and remember this would be in lowest form. So clearly there is no common factor between 13 and 23. In fact, both of them are prime numbers. So here if you calculate the difference of those two, n minus m, 23 minus 13, that will be 10. And therefore the correct answer for this problem will be first option. Right. So this was again a problem on basic concept that you have to be aware of this fact that product of two number is maximum. Two positive number, if their sum is constant, the product is maximum when the numbers are equal. And from there we got this favorable case that x into y should be greater than greater than equal to 108. 13 favorable cases and total 23 cases. So therefore probability will be 13 by 23. And finally the correct answer for this problem is first option.